through Way We Go 2.0, and one question that always comes up is campground water good water and clean water? So we're going to kind of look into that today. We're going to change our filters, put new ones in, and see what comes out of the old ones. Okay, so what we've got here, these are the Camco RV water filters, and obviously they're larger. We've got two of them together. We used to have the smaller inline filters, the sort of big, giant, foot-long hot dog looking ones. We decided to go with these. We saw some folks doing this, and we built a cage out of PVC, and so that kind of helps keep it in place. A little dirty right now, but that kind of helps keep it in place, because otherwise they're pretty unstable and will fall over. So, but anyway, that's something you can do. Costs you maybe a grand total of $5, but it helps keep them stable. So we put these filters in probably January of this year, 2020. Since then, we left Chattanooga. We went to Biloxi, Mississippi. We went to Corpus Christi, Texas. We went to San Antonio area at a private campground, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And then we went to, we went to Waco to a Corps of Engineers RV park. Then we went to the Texas-Oklahoma border around the Red River area, went to Oklahoma City. And then we came back to Memphis, Tennessee, and then back into Huntsville, Alabama. And we stayed in Huntsville, Alabama at a base there for about 90 days. And we made it back here to Chattanooga after the COVID lockdown and everything. Anyways, we've been to a variety of campgrounds. We've been to private ones, we've been to Corps of Engineers, we've been to military ones. We've had short stays, we've had long stays. And so what I want to do is we're getting ready to change the filters out now. And what I want to do is just to see how dirty these filters will be compared to the new ones. So we're going to do a before and after. So this is the before, and I'll take these out. We've got the Camco RV water filters. These are about $45 each at Walmart. That's the case and the filter. They do come with metal, sort of heavier duty connectors here. You got to be careful though, because you're putting metal into plastic, and you can strip this very easily. Hint, hint. So be careful. You want to tighten it, but you don't want to over tighten it. But these are good products. They're very sturdy, and just sort of their weak point is right here. If you put them in tandem like this, it's going to be right here where they're connected together, because you do have metal on plastic, and again, that's another reason for the cage. It keeps it stable. And then I just did a quick connect here just to make it easier coming and going. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect these from each other real quick. And you don't have to do this. You don't have to do the double filter. You don't have to do the heavy duty filter. You'd be fine normally with the inline filter. They're just not going to last as long, and these purify it pretty well. We've been pleasantly surprised with these. By the way, this is a little tool that comes with it. We've been pleasantly surprised with these. Now, I'm not going to do the big reveal just yet. All right, got to maintain some level of suspense.
I feel like we're at the circus or the
What's that?
Circus or the carnival.
What?
We're at the circus or the carnival waiting.
Yeah. I'm doing one of those in-store demonstrations there, blue light
We
special.
don't want to see it, really, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, it might be one of those careful what you ask for kind of things. Okay, so got those ready to go, and I'm going to take this on out of the box. Got the replacement filters. We're going to do about every 6 months. Got the replacement filters online, and this says it does. It supposedly Gets rid of aluminum, bacteria, bad taste, cadmium, chlorine, fungus, heavy metals, hydrogen sulfide, iron, lead, mercury, mold, odor, tuberosity, cloudiness, whatever, and other sediment. So this does a lot.
But you ordered that, yeah, I was going to say you ordered
I got them
those
online at Amazon. You can probably get them at Walmart, but it's going to be kind of hit and miss. Same with these, actually. It's going to be kind of hit and miss. And even with the metal fixtures here, that's even kind of hit and miss. And I really don't know why. The first batch I bought 2 of these. One had metal connectors and one had plastic. And I took them back and switched it out, and then they both had metal. So I'm not really sure the rhyme or reason for that. But I do recommend metal on metal. Just be careful not to over tighten them because you'll strip that plastic housing out. These are the new ones. Again, courtesy of Amazon. I would do Amazon just because you're going to find them on Amazon. And we're windy today, so I want the trash to go over with. I don't believe these are. Yeah, this does. It says top and bottom, so they are flow specific. It also comes with a sticker here that you can put on the outside, the casing of it, so when you put it on, that way you'll know when to get rid of it. I'm just going to go December, June, December, June, December, June. That way you'll know, it's almost idiot proof. But they are flow specific, so this says, where did it go? This says top, and you see this one has an opening where the water comes in and comes out, whereas this side here is just kind of the base. There's no inlet or outlet down there. All right, so this is the new. Are you ready for the big reveal?
Yeah.
There you go, folks. The proof is in the pudding. And that's when, and I don't know specifically how I had this set up, if this was the first stage, the first filter, because the way we have it set up, it's going to filter one, then it's going to go through the other filter and go through that as well.
Just put it
So
on the
that
ground.
is filter number 1. Set this aside. And this is filter number 2.
That looks like the number 1 there.
And it looks just as bad.
On this side, it's darker.
And so, yeah, it's so if you're wondering whether or not your water is good and clean, this is a 2 filtration system, 2 filter system, canister style, and one side filtered the other. And if I base it on the 2 tops, the water came into this one, so this was the first filter, and it went across into this one. This was the second filter.
Well, that one does look. It looks
not as bad.
Well, this one, the first one, looks like dirt itself. Yeah. That's kind of like muddy.
So you could almost put 4 of these puppies in there, and probably still have a little bit of color. So there you go.
That's one, and that's the second filter. So it's still like mud. Yeah. But we have been in red mud areas.
And you see there's not only mud or dirt, whatever you want to call it, in there, but there's also some particulate here. And I don't know if that's the charcoal that may be part of the filter itself. But there you go. So if you've ever wondered if campground water is dirty, and again, this is a county park.
We're not going to blame just this.
No, I'm just saying, I'm saying, just generally speaking, this is a county park. This is a mom and pop. This is another military base, two or three military bases, and back to a county.
But the one we stayed at for 3 months was around red mud.
Yeah, stayed there 90 days, and it was pretty high mineral content. Yeah. I don't see any mineral in here. Let me pour this out. Yeah, I mean, I see a little bit of remnants of the charcoal in here from the filter itself. But some places you go have a really high mineral content, the water does, and it will create almost like little cakes or chunks of stuff. And so we thought maybe Huntsville did that, but it didn't. So that's good. So there you go. These are good filters. So if you keep in mind, now the inline filters are more or less one of these. If you take the inline, again, they sort of look like the Coney hot dog looking filters. They're essentially this, more or less, just not quite as much filtration capability. So if you travel around a lot, or as they say, if you sleep around a lot in your RV, you're going to want to, I would say, even go every 3 months, especially if you are full-time or most of the time. You're going to probably want to change these out every 3 months. And this is the first time we've ever actually done this. side-by-side comparison. So I'm learning as you're learning. I expected it to be brown, but I didn't expect it to be this and this. So there you go, before, during, and after on your filter. So if you're wondering about your campground filter, we've done government, we've done county, we've done mom and pop, we've done Corps of Engineer, and we've done military, and in the past 6 months, and there you go. So I don't think anyone has any bragging rights over the other.
And a state park.
And a state park, yeah. So I don't think anyone has any bragging rights over the other. So just keep this in mind. Word to the wise. Again, this is $245. This is $90 worth of filtration here, and that's what you've got. So lesson learned by me and you as well. So this is Kelly
And Kathy.
Away We Go 2.0. We will catch you down the road with cleaner water. And we left Chattanooga. We went to Biloxi, Mississippi. We went, sure about that?
No, the Alamo was before that.
Sure about that? We went to, I think, Memphis. Sure about that? It's Christie, Texas. We went to Waco. We went to, stop. Sure about that? We went to right on the Red River, Oklahoma-Texas border. Sure about that? Dallas. Oh, we went to Waco, Texas. Sure about that? Start again. So we left Chattanooga. We went to Biloxi, Mississippi. We went to...
Yeah, because it was San Antonio.
Sure about that? We went to Oklahoma City. Sure about that? Left Waco. Sure about that?
Alamo before we go to Waco, before we go to Oklahoma, before we go to all that.
You sure about that? Okay. So we put these in January.